Hey everybody, this is Monster Bloba coming at you with another Kindred Fates video. Today we're going to be talking about crafting and how it could end up looking in the game. We're going to take a look at many different parts of the game and how they could affect crafting, and as with all these speculation type videos, everything we know could change before the game comes out in 2023. So with that out of the way, sit back and enjoy. To start things off, I wanted to say that we can be pretty sure, though, we will not be able to harvest any type of crafting materials from defeated kinfolk, unless maybe it's dropped as like a loot drop type thing, as they don't leave bodies behind, and it is said time and time again that kinfolks and humans leave side by side, and this would simply imply that humans would not seek to hunt and kill kinfolk in any way, as that would be more or less equivalent to hunting and killing a human. And even if we aren't going to harvest the kinfolk, we know that there will be some kind of resource gathering in the game. The following was taken from the Q&A section of the Kindred Fates wiki, which has all been verified by Rob himself, according to the wiki. The question was, will there be resource gathering? To which the devs responded, a bit if you choose to. I think we could see something like getting our kinfolk to help us chop down trees, or we could maybe even collect rare plants of some kind. But this will bring me to how crafting and housing could tie into one another. The same wiki article stated this is all the information we currently have available on housing. At the start of the game, you'll be given a house to live in. You can customize things like furniture, layout, and even build expansions. Some expansions will act like upgrades for your home, allowing you to do other things like plant a garden, craft items, or upgrade key items. Your home is also the place that you return if you're defeated in combat, and as you play through the game, you'll find other homes for sale in various towns across the region, and you'll have the option to plant the garden and use the things you grow for crafting or consumables. There's a lot to talk about there, but we're going to stick to mostly the crafting bits of it. We're going to start with how you can customize things like furniture, the layout, and even build expansions. Part about furniture and expansions have piqued my interest the most here. I think that we could very likely see the ability to craft furniture to help decorate your house, and this alone could keep quite a few people interested for a long time if other games with similar systems or anything to go by. It could be cool if you had to craft certain items that you needed to upgrade your house with in expansions, and maybe some expansions give you some cool extra rewards, but you require that you have to craft rare and hard to find items before you're able to build it. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the garden, and how we're going to have the option to grow things for crafting and consumables. I think the consumables would most likely be fairly simple. We use things like food that heals you or gives other buffs like increased attack or defense for a limited time, for example. As for the crafting side, I was thinking that maybe you could have something like potted plants to decorate your house with, or maybe even craft clothes for your character or kinfolk. Speaking of which, I was talking about accessories for your kinfolk. We know that kinfolk will have accessories, but we don't know if they will be something like clothes or armor, if they will only be held items like they have in Pokemon, for example. If they decided to go to have your accessories shown on your kinfolk, I think it'd be cool if you could craft special items for your kinfolk to wear that would help you show off some of your end-game winnings, like how most MMOs have high tier armor in their end games, and people get it more for the looks than just for the stats. That could be something that would be kind of interesting to see in Kindred Fates. We also know there's going to be a cooking mechanic, and that could relate to some of the plants that you could grow in your gardens. Maybe some of the kinfolk could even have a favorite food that when you cook it, they can get extra bonuses from whatever the food normally provides. The last subject I wanted to talk about today was that it said items will be coming from a wide variety of places, such as bosses, shops, dungeons, and out in the world, and more. It could be cool to see some of the in-game dungeons, or fight some of the harder bosses, and get some cool rare crafting items that would be used to make powerful accessories, or even evolution items that you can't get anywhere else. I was always a big fan, particularly in the classical World of Warcraft, that there was this epic legendary quest that you had to go on to craft a legendary item. And I always thought it would be cool to have games that let you craft legendary items like that after you put a lot of work and effort into gathering all the resources for it. So I think that could be cool to see something here. Maybe even get a special secret evolution for a certain kinfolk or something. But that about does it for today. Please leave a comment below with any ideas you had on the subject of crafting, because I love reading them. But this has been Monster Tamer Bloba signing off, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye.